Now we move on to types of listening. That is what today we want to discuss. Types of listening. There are major three types of listening: partial listening, analytical listening, and full body listening. You will be amazed that there are types of listening. You will think that listening is listening. How can there be any types of listening? But there are types of listening: partial, analytical, and full body listening. We will deal with each. First, we will take partial listening. What is partial listening? Means half listening. It is not full listening. The word itself suggests that this type of listening is one-sided or incomplete. When partial listening takes place, people do not listen the full content. They just listen to one or two sentences just show that they are interested in listening. Then they stop listening. This is partial listening, and we have many times done this in our life. If our mother is scolding to us, if our father is scolding to us, we will listen to first two or three sentences. Then we will not listen to. We will pretend that we are listening, but actually we are not listening. That is partial listening. So we will just listen to first few words, and we start to think about that what we want to say in return, but we don't continue to listen. Right? So that is partial listening. What are the subtypes of partial listening? First is selective listening. You know very well the meaning. Selective listening. Selective listening means selection. You know the word selected. The other name for that is bias listening. You have bias. When someone is just listening for information, what they want to hear. Now, what happens? When we are listening to somebody, when it is selective listening, we will focus on those information which is useful to us. Suppose when a salesperson is just explaining his products, what we will listen? We will listen to actually the product in which we are interested. That is selective listening, bias listening. Selective listening takes place when receiver is not in a position to sometimes concentrate. So that is selective listening. And that is passive listening. You know the word passive listening and active listening. Active listening is you are reacting to listening. Passive listening, you are not reacting, you are not responding, you are just keep on listening. For example, in a Kathakar or our Dharma Guru gives speech, we keep on listening. We are silent, we are patient, we do not interfere, we do not participate in any talk, we just listen, keep on listening. Sometimes what happens in our classroom as well, listener is physically present, but he is not participating in the communication process. So he is very passive listener. It's called passive listening. There is no feedback given by the listener. He is not asking any question. He is not even answering any question. Listener is so passive that he might lose his concentration as well. I may give you examples of passive listening. You are listening to music. You are listening to news. You are passive. You are not participating in that. You are listening to music. That is passive listening. The opposite of passive listening is active listening. We will discuss in the next type. The third one is discriminative listening. This is what we are discussing about partial listening. This is the third type of partial listening, that is discriminative listening. What is discriminative listening? You differentiate the sound, you understand the sound. When you are bored, you start listening. As a baby, you start listening to words, you start listening to sounds. Even though you don't understand, you want to discriminate one sound from other sound. You want to understand that how this sound is different from this sound. So as a baby, you are doing discriminative listening. We are also recognizing different voices. This voice is of my mother. This voice is of my father. This voice is of a bird. This voice is of my sister, of my brother. So this is very basic type of listening. That is discriminative listening. You just making difference between the sounds. You are just understanding the tone, the body language. Actually, this is called only hearing. This is not actually listening, but almost like hearing. That is discriminative listening. Then we have opposite of discriminative listening, that is comprehensive listening, which I discussed then next. Another type, second type of listening is that is analytical listening. Now, what is analytical? You know the word analytical or critical listening. What is analytical? Analytical means analysis. Analysis, you know the word analysis. Why do people use this type of listening? When they want to critically evaluate the message. If the message is good or not, proper or not. For example, if you are listening to a political leader, then you will analyze his speech, his content. If you are listening to a car dealer, you will evaluate or analyze his message. You will try to find some information in that. You will analyze what is the CC of the car, what is the advantages of the car, what is the features of the car, what are the limitations of the car. So after listening to the car dealer, we will analyze his speech, then we will decide. So that is analytical listening. You are listening for the purpose of analysis, evaluation. And we have critical listening, the subtype of analytical listening. Critical, critics, we know that. Who are the critics? They are the judge. They will form the opinion. They will say the information is reliable or not. The information you are listening is accurate or not. So that is critical listening. They will scrutinize the reliability, clarity, and accuracy of the information. I give you example. When a police is listening to the culprit, to the thief, he is critical in listening. A CBI officer, when he is interrogating, for example, how many of you have watched the web series Scam 1992? Has anyone watched that? Web series Scam 1992.
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes, sir, I
see,
have watched it.
yes. So you can see the critical listening of the CBI officer. You know that they are actively
Yes, sir.
listening. Yes, 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 please.
When they came to the person's house at that time,
Yes,
Harshad
also when
Mehta's
they
house.
yes, they have also interrogated also him many times, interrogated him. So they want to scrutinize the reliability, the clarity of his information, the accuracy of it. The investigation officers normally use this. And we have the comprehensive listening. You want to listen to just to understand the message, nothing else. You just want to make the meaning out of the words. If you want to comprehend or to understand a message, you must have the words inside you. What is lexicon of words? You must have words with meanings in your mind. That is lexicon of words. You must have large vocabulary to understand the words. You know, many great poets and writers, when they speak, we don't understand. Why? We do not have lexicon of words of that level. We must know the rules of grammar and syntax as well. So, comprehensive listening simply means to understand, to comprehend the meaning of the message. It is proper listening. Then we have content listening. Content obviously is the subject matter, the information. What is content listening? It describes the situation when one has to pay attention to the content or receiving some information like highlights of your organization, learning some technical things, learning some creative things. You have to focus on content, otherwise, you will not be able to learn. Our educational subjects, most of the time, we must focus on content listening. What exactly the content teacher is providing in our day-to-day life in education, in schools, when we watch news, when we watch documentary, these all things include content listening. You are taking content out of that. And third and last type is full body listening. You know the word full body listening. It is to listen not only with your ears but your full body. Now you will be surprised that how can there be full body listening? Your eyes are also looking at the speaker. Your both ears are very much attentive to the speaker. Your mouth is very much quiet, not making any noise. Your hands are quiet. Your feet are quiet and still. Body is facing the speaker. Your brain is also thinking about what is being said. Your heart is also considering that the speaker is speaking and I am listening. It means your heart is also with the speaker. So this is for full body listening. You might have experienced such listening, full body listening. Your heart is open to the information. Your all the senses, five senses, are in the service of listening. What are the subtypes of full body listening? First is active listening. I told you. You are completely involved in the speaker. You are conscious about your efforts. You are listening attentively. You are decoding the message. You are using it through proper participation. For example, if you go to a psychiatrist and you are taking counseling from him, you are completely involved. If you visit to a homeopathic doctor, you are completely doing active listening. You are visiting a simple doctor and he is prescribing the medicine, you are actively listening. When to take the medicine, how to take the medicine. You are also actually, your eyes are open when you are listening to a doctor. You are very much concentrated. You are also responding to his question. You are active. When a doctor asks you some questions, you are very much active. You answer directly, instantly. So that is active listening. You are completely involved in the listening. You are giving feedbacks. You are reacting, right? And we have attentive listening. It means you are fully aware of the speakers. You are attentive. Your mind is attentive. You are very much attentive that what they are saying, how they are saying, what is the tone, what is the pitch of voice, what they are doing, even their gestures, their movement, their postures. You are very much alert and you are very much attentive. And when you are attentive, you will easily receive the perfect message. If there is not your, if there is hold in your attention, you will not receive complete message. We have experienced such situation in our life many times. And when we are not attentive, we will not receive the complete message. And we commit many mistakes with the half listened message. So this is attentive listening when somebody is fully attentive. You have experienced many a time that a teacher asks students that where is your attention? Because students has not understood his question, and the teacher asks student that where is your attention? That he is not in an attentive listening mode. And we have visual listening. What is that visual listening? This kind of listening is used when words are strange. Means you have not listened to those words anytime. You are for the first time listening to these words. They are new for you. So what will you do? You will concentrate on the lips, on the body movements of the speaker, facial expressions of the speaker. Especially when you are learning foreign language, you are for the first time listening. So it can be visual listening. You are actually not listening, but you are watching actually somebody who is speaking. So you are trying to understand the message by body movement because the language is strange, the words are new. You are taking the message, understanding the message by facial expressions, gestures. Suppose we are in a foreign country, what do we do? We do visual listening. When foreign tourists come to our country, what do they do? Many a time they do visual listening. Plus eye contact, that is also one type of listening. And it is emphatic listening. This is also part of full body listening. Emphatic listening. Now, empathetic, you know that the word empathy, right? There are two words, empathy and sympathy, right? Sympathy, you are very much away from the person, and empathy, you are feeling his problems. You are almost feeling his problems. That is empathy. When you go to your psychiatrist, What will he do? He will do empathetic listening to you. He will listen to your problems. When you go to a doctor, it is almost like empathetic listening. A doctor listening to his patient is empathetic listening. It is a process wherein a listener tries to understand the point of view of the speaker. Means the patient. For example, in student-teacher relationship, many a time we have such condition where teacher have to be empathetic listeners. There is a saying, put your foot in another shoe. It simply means to understand another's problems, his feelings. Empathetic listener is able to understand another's problems, what he sees, what he hears, what he feels. So empathetic listener actually feels everything what the speaker is feeling. Right? Last one is appreciative listening. What we all do. We listen for appreciation, for pleasure, for enjoyment, for entertainment. We listen music, we listen to drama, we listen to any entertaining comedy speech. That is appreciative listening. Listener seek certain information which they will appreciate, which his or her needs and goals. For example, we listen to good music, we listen to meditation seminar, we listen to poetry, we listen to audiobooks, a speech from a person just for appreciation. You are listening just for your enjoyment. So that is appreciative listening. This is enough for today.